What is good, everybody? It is your boy Pat, the designer, back at it again. How are y'all feeling today, Chicago? Today I'm going to give you 5 keys for Mitch Trubisky to be the Chicago Bears starting quarterback in 2020, and it starts now. All right, so if you are new to the channel, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. We don't want you to miss a thing, so make sure that you hit that bell. I feel like in the past few videos, I've been a little harder on Mitch than most, and I still do feel that Nick Foles should be the Bears starting quarterback moving forward. I think that he has the most success. He is one of the most successful quarterbacks to ever be in a Bears room. But at the same time, there is a chance that Mitch wins this job. Probably a good chance, honestly, at least in the beginning of the season, that Mitch Trubisky wins this job. And so I am going to give you the 5 keys that I believe we need to see from Mitch for him to win this job and to be a successful quarterback for the Chicago Bears moving forward. Number 5 for me is improving his ability to read defenses. Now, that's going to be interesting coming off of pretty much no training camp, kind of going straight into the season. We'll see how that works out, but he should have been at home all offseason studying this film, doing the things that he needs to do to gain a better understanding of what these defenses are doing. He needs to be talking with the defensive leaders on the Bears and say, listen, guys, what's happening here? What am I going to see here? He needs to be talking with the coaches and doing that. And if he can improve upon that, listen, because now if you get to a point where you understand the defense is just naturally, like it naturally pops in your brain that these guys are doing this, these guys are doing this, they're switching it up here. Now it becomes instinct. And then if you can fall back on that and naturally understand what you're seeing, that changes your life in the NFL as a quarterback dramatically. You know what I'm saying? He even said in his recent press conference that he didn't understand a lot of what was going on. That is scary. If you're talking about being a starting quarterback in your 3rd year in the league, that's scary if you're still like, what the heck is going on out there? You know what I'm saying? So he has to improve on his ability to read defenses. And if he can do that, he's at least starting to be on the right path towards being the starting quarterback for the Chicago Bears this season and possibly in the future. Now, before I continue with the video, please let me know, what do you think Mitch Trubisky needs to improve on most so that he can win the starting job for the Chicago Bears this season? Let me know in the comments below. Number 4 for me is accuracy. Consistent accuracy, because I think we've seen Mitch hit some passes that you're like, what the heck, where's that been all season, right? But at the end of the day, he hasn't been able to do it game in, game out consistently. Now, could that also be a result of play calling? Absolutely. I'm not taking anything away from Nagy, but we're just focusing on Mitch in this one. So I want to see him being more accurate. I want to see him being able to hit the guy when he's open, being able to hit that deep target. And that might just come with, like I said before, understanding what the defense is doing, because if you expect a guy to be there and he's there, you don't have that surprise. You don't have that rush of adrenaline that maybe puts the ball 10, 15 yards past the receiver, because we've seen him do that countless times. So if his accuracy is able to improve, I think that at his lowest, Mitch would be one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen in a Chicago Bears uniform, because he would be able to now execute Nagy's offense and hit the guys that are there on time, on target. And you just allow those receivers to do what they do best. I mean, we've got good receivers on this team. Allen Robinson could prove that he's one of the best receivers in the NFL this league if we can get him the ball in his hands consistently. Now, number 3 on my list, Mitch has to become independent. And what I mean by that is, I feel that Mitchell Trubisky that we saw last year and the year before that is like, I'm new to the league. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I just want you to tell me what to do, and I'll go out there and try to do it. And that's that's cool for a game manager, and sometimes it works. But even Alex Smith knew enough about the offense that he could make something happen when it needed to happen if the play did break down. And I think that Mitchell Trubisky needs to become more independent in that way. Understand that, listen, there might not be the play there that Matt said is going to be there. How do I do this on my own and make something out of it? Think of quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, you know, guys like that who, when the play breaks down, they start directing traffic. Get over there, do this. Mitch has to become independent, because there's going to be plays that do break down. And if that means you need to use your legs, if that means that you need to use your arm, if that means that you need to figure out where the open receiver is and direct him there, that's what Mitchell needs to do. While Matt Nagy's calling the plays, he can't control what happens on the field. That is your world. That is your realm. So you need to be more independent, not trying to force the play that Matt said should be there. But if the play is not there, make that decision in your own head. Make that decision on the field and execute and be confident about it. You know what I'm saying? If he does that, it's going to put defenses off, because last season they were just like, let's make him a quarterback, make him throw the ball. Don't allow him to use his legs, make him throw the ball, because if he uses his legs, he can break us down. Use your arm. And I think you've got the talent, but you've got to make these decisions. And I understand these are quick decisions that are coming in, right? These are quick decisions that are happening. But I believe that for Mitch to be successful, he has to understand the system, but at the same time, be able to sometimes play that backyard style football and make those plays and make the oh my God, how did that just happen? What are the plays we look at for Pat Mahomes and Deshaun Watson and things like that? Not to compare them, but to compare them. What are the plays that we look at those guys and we're like, that wasn't supposed to happen? How did he make something out of that? You know what I'm saying? Mitch doesn't have that yet. And I think that he could have that, but I think that he has to break that chain that he feels is holding him to Matt Nagy, that's holding him to the play that he has to run. Sometimes you just got to go out there and play football, man. Number 2 on my list is you have to have a full understanding of Nagy's system. You got Foles in the room, use them. You've got a million coaches in this building that have been in that system in high-level positions. Use them. You have to understand this system completely, because it goes back to, like I was saying, with reading defenses. You know what I'm saying? If you understand this system to a point where it is second nature to you, where you literally think, oh, we're running this play, he should be there, he should be there, he should be there. Oh, that didn't happen. Let's make this happen. That play didn't happen. Let's make this happen. Now it becomes instinct to you. You know what I'm saying? Now it becomes to the point where you're just like, that's not there, he should be there. And you instantly look to your second option's direction. I don't think we saw that from Mitch last year. Now granted, that offensive line didn't do him any favors, right? That offensive line pretty much sent him out there to die every week. But with an improved offensive line, hopefully, that we're going to see this season, I think that if Mitch understands this system fully, understands where everybody's supposed to be, where receivers are going to be, how these guys are going to be open, that all of a sudden the game could slow down for him. We could see the quarterback that we'd hoped to see in these first 3 seasons. And listen, Nagy said this offense takes time to learn. It takes 3 years to understand it. So maybe this is the season where he gets that full comprehension, where he's able to get 100% of the playbook. But I don't want to see us taking the playbook away from him anymore. I think if you do that, you might as well put Foles in there, because at least he knows the playbook. He knows what Matt's going to call. And I want Mitch to be at that point if he's going to take this starting job in 2020. Now, my number 1 key for Mitchell Trubisky to win the starting Chicago Bears job in 2020. I need you to be more aggressive. I love that Mitch is the quarterback that keeps the turnovers low. I love that Mitch is the quarterback that goes out there and tries to just run the system and get it out. But listen, the time for that has passed. I don't mean take chances that are crazy. You know, don't be out there throwing into double, triple coverage and stuff like that. But you got to be aggressive. You got to take the fight to these guys. I feel like last season, the Mitch that we saw was really just out there trying to go through the motions and get his team down the field. That's not going to cut it in this league. You have to go out there and try to drive this ball down these teams' throats. And I don't just mean aggressive with your play style. I mean aggressive in all aspects. Don't be the passive guy that's like, yeah, you know, we had this. Yeah, we could have got that. No. If your team is not in the right spot, if your offensive line is not doing what they need to do, let them know. How many clips have we seen of Tom Brady out there like, hey, get it together. What are we doing? We need to be making these plays right now, right here. I need that to be Mitchell Trubisky. I need him to go out there with some fire underneath him. And if he can't provide that fire, get him out of here. But for a starting quarterback in this position, listen, you have a Super Bowl ready defense. This defense this season, if Mitch can play decent, could take you to the Super Bowl. If your offense could put up 21 to 28 points a game, you possibly could go to the Super Bowl. That is not an exaggeration. That defense is this good, barring injury. So I want to see Mitch going out there with that mentality. And the only time I see him with that mentality is when he knows the defense he's playing against he's better than. Like with the Bucs, 6 touchdowns. When he played against Dallas, you know, when he had that game last season. We've seen him have those games, have those aggressive moments, have that great mentality. But we're not seeing it consistently. I feel like when he knows the defense is going up against him, he kind of is just like, all right, I'm just a piece. No. You got to be the guy. For the Chicago Bears to get where they want to go, you got to be the guy. So I want to see Mitchell Trubisky come out aggressive, come out on fire. I want to see him throwing darts at his receivers. You know what I'm talking about? And I believe that if Mitch can do that, if he can do honestly 3 of these 5 keys, that he could be the starting quarterback for the entire 2020 season and that he could be the Bears quarterback moving forward. But I want to know how you feel. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think Mitch Trubisky has to do to win this starting quarterback job in 2020? I am going to get up out of here. It is your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. If you want to continue watching our content, click the link here or check the links in the description below.